This segment is brought to you by A.J. Doman Chevrolet. We say yes when others say no.
Hello and welcome to this edition of Bayou Time. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Very glad you're joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it. And you know, it's always nice to get really good news coming out of law enforcement. This is one of these exciting times. Welcome back to the show. Sheriff of St. Mary Parish, Gary Driscoll. Gary, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we appreciate it. Sheriff, tell me how this came to be, this program where we were able to really teach inmates to be able to go to school and really be able to learn a trade. Tell us how this all came to be.
We're always looking for ways to better the office and even the inmates. And we have a work release program, things of that nature. And we were talking to the local college here, trying to find some ways that we could better them education-wise. And they offered a program for the welding. And dealing with the work release, several of the companies that we deal with always looking for welders. So we jumped on this opportunity and we went through our jail. We asked the inmates if anybody wanted to do it. We had 8 of them that wanted to do it. And that's how it all started. And anything that we could do to help these inmates, you know, once they get out of jail, to stay away from jail, that's what we want to do.
Right. And again, we got some shots here, really exciting to be able to see some of these guys with their certificates. And you guys not only help them with the program, but you really help celebrate that with a graduation for them.
We did. These young men worked very hard, and I can't say enough about the administrators and the instructors over there. Every report that we ever got from them was very positive. These young men worked hard. They wanted to learn. And that day we had a little graduation. They were so excited. They was very proud of themselves, and they should be.
Yeah, listen, working that hard, being able to get that. There's a lot of people who, you know, they're not sure that college is for them or not. Very often learning a trade is one of those things. But to be able to give these guys a second chance and be able to give them an opportunity and then them take advantage of that. Listen, the welders that I know, these guys make a very good living. And not only that, but they're servicing a need, like you mentioned, that we really have in our community. We've got a big need for welders and trades like this. And so it's outstanding to be able to partner with the South Louisiana Community College and for them to be able to do this with their welding program.
Absolutely. And you know, we already have found most of them jobs, and we actually got a call today, somebody looking for some welders. So hopefully that'll work out for the rest of them. You know, to be able to go and work and do a good, honest day's work, I mean, it does give you a sense of pride. And these young men will be able to help out their families if they have kids or wives. I know one of them have grandparents that he sends money to, and it gives them a sense of pride knowing that they can actually help the people that suffer in their lives.
Yeah,
look, I got a second chance.
Yeah, it really does. It really does. I got to tell you, I've got several friends who do recruiting, and they are always looking for welders. Always looking for welders. And so I love the fact that we have this opportunity, and these 8 young men, like you said, they get a second chance. But this program has allowed for them to not only have a second chance, but to be able to stay out of prison, to not be able to go back, to learn a different way or a new way of doing things, whatever it is that landed them there.
Absolutely. And, you know, with the work release program, once they get out of our jail, they still have that job. They'll start going to work just like you and I do every day. And hopefully they'll take care of themselves and their families and just take advantage of the situation.
Yeah, I can't imagine if I'm a family member of one of these guys in this situation, and we see that not only did they take advantage of the opportunity, but now they've got a job when they come out, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're so proud of them.
It takes away from the transition, because we know that there's huge transitions for people who are getting out. We see the problem with people who are kind of maybe sometimes stuck in poverty. You know, they can't really afford to feed themselves and or their family. And so sliding back into a life of crime seems to be an easy way to go, because if that's what they know. But y'all have really changed their trajectory of their life. by this program?
Absolutely. I mean, as sheriff, it's not just care and custody, it's rehab as well. At least it is in my eyes. And we're actually able to do this, and we're sitting down actually with the school again next week to see what other courses they have and what we could bring to the facility and help other inmates.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about how these guys were at graduation, if you don't mind. I can only imagine that they were very excited about what they've been able to accomplish, like you said, with a lot of hard work.
They were so excited and so grateful. Every last one of them seemed to be so proud. And like I said, they should be. They accomplished something. They set out some goals, and they were so happy and just knowing that they learned a trade. And these young men worked very hard. The instructors couldn't praise them enough. And just the smile on their faces, every last one of them was great to see.
Yeah, it's so very nice. It's kind of like you guys, y'all have made the investment in them being incarcerated, and you guys really made that investment pay off for them for the future. And so this is awfully exciting. We look forward to hearing more about situations like this. If you wouldn't mind, whatever it is, the partnership that you guys have with the community college, let us know, because we want to make sure that our community knows the types of programs that y'all are doing in St. Mary Parish, and this work release program that y'all are able to teach a trade is just really, really exciting. So keep us informed if you don't mind, Sheriff. We would appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, very good. We thank you for your time today, and congratulations again for all these gentlemen.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, guys, that'll do it for this particular segment, but don't go anywhere. A whole lot more right here on HTV.
This segment was brought to you by Trapp Chevrolet. We're always on your side.